Students, welcome to our online classes. Today I'm going to start new chapter. This is chapter 7 from class 7 hydrosphere. In the previous class we discussed about which chapter? We already discussed about weather and climate. So the major areas of this chapter, in this chapter we will discuss about the distribution of water, hydrological cycle, main oceans of the water, movements of ocean water and importance of hydrosphere. So let's start today's topic. The hydrosphere. Water is very significant resource of the earth's surface. It is a unique feature of our planet and it is essential for human beings, plants and animals. Students, can we imagine our life without water? No. In fact, without water, life is not possible at all. So the presence of water is a unique feature of our planet. The area under land and water, the earth's surface is about 29% of land and 71% of water. This shows the predominance of water. And water is found in oceans, seas, gulfs, lakes, rivers, and the watery part of the earth is known as hydrosphere. The hydrosphere includes all the water on or near the earth's surface, and this includes water in the oceans, lakes, rivers, wetlands, polar ice caps, soils, rocky layers beneath the earth and clouds. Hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is further classified into two parts: oceanic water and continental water. Oceanic water includes oceans and seas, and continental water includes river, lakes, icebergs and underground water. Now, what is known as hydrological cycle or water cycle? The water cycle is the continuous movement of water from the ocean to the atmosphere to land back to the ocean. From ocean to atmosphere to land, then back to the ocean. The process by which water continuously changes form and circulates between ocean, atmosphere and land is known as water cycle. So, water cycle is a continuously changing process and water circulates between ocean, atmosphere and land. So, evaporation, changes of substances from liquid to gases. Water continually evaporates from the earth's ocean, lakes, streams and soil, but the majority evaporates from the ocean. Condensation. Condensation is the change of a state from gas to a liquid. Evaporation, change of substance from liquid to gas. Condensation, from gas to liquid. And precipitation is any form of water that falls to the earth from the clouds, including rain, snow, sleet and hail. So what is the importance of water cycle? Water cycle replenishes the water loss from the water bodies. It also ensures the distribution of water to all areas of Earth's surface. It recharges the underground water, and the hydrological cycle maintains continuous supply of fresh water to the rivers. Look at this picture, students. The water evaporates, then condenses and back to the ocean in the form of precipitation, and this process is known as water cycle. So this is all about this chapter.